Hi everyone, welcome to a new Devlog. In this episode, we'll see updates in the quest and inventory system, improvements in combat and enemy behavior, and finally the status of the procedural building for the main town of my video game. So let's get started. About the inventory, I have added the ability to open crates. This works similarly to doors in terms of opening them. When we do, we can find different objects we can pick up and add to our inventory. This mechanic could be pretty complex. In other games, I have seen they use another inventory, and the player can move items from one inventory to another. I have decided to make it simpler, and crates contain items that can be picked up in the same way we would pick up items placed on the level. The cons of this system are that I can't spawn many items, but the pros are its simplicity, speed of development, and realism, since when opening the crates, we can see the objects and pick up the ones we are interested in. On the other hand, I have added more events to the quest. As I explained it in a previous devlog, I use narrative to manage my quests and dialogues. I'll leave the link in the description in case you are interested. In this case, I activate the story scores based on the quest status. When we collect the 5 mushrooms of the quest that our grandmother has given us, some enemies appear. Here I'll improve it with a bit of storytelling and a short cinematic, but the important thing is that when the task is completed, the enemies are spawned and attack us. This is very easy to manage from narrative, as we have events that are triggered when quests are completed, tasks finished, etc. That event is a normal blueprint, so we can spawn enemies, play a cinematic, etc. As you can see, this is very useful in linking the story to the gameplay. As for combat, I refined the behavior of the enemies. Now, when they attack in group, they can only attack one at a time. And while waiting, they move randomly around the player. This makes them more dynamic, and it looks like they are looking for a better position to attack us. Enemies use a behavior tree, and it has been improved thanks to the simple parallel node. This node allows running different actions at the same time. In this case, enemies constantly focus on the player and try to attack or circle us. Before, they could have been more responsive, and it took them a long time to make decisions. Now, with the simple parallel node, the behavior is more aggressive and proactive, making the combat more exciting and fun. Lastly, I have been working with geometry nodes for a couple of weeks now, as I want to be able to create different buildings without having to make them by hand. As you can see, I advance a lot, and we can define the size and height of the building. We can play with the C to distribute windows, choose the type of window, choose the type of door and its position, add a tower, etc. I have even added all the textures and made all the UV management to bring the buildings into Unreal and test how they look and feel in-game. My idea is that we can enter all the buildings in town, explore to find items, meet new NPCs, and of course get into some trouble. Once in-game, I realized a couple of things. First, I need to work more on the interiors, as the buildings look good from far away, but when we are close they don't look that good, especially from the inside. So I'm going to explore different solutions. Maybe it's something I can fix with textures, or perhaps I have to rethink how I create the image of the buildings. Second, I have to find a better way to move between floors. Defining a good staircase can affect my architecture, but I think it's important since mobility right now feels chaotic and claustrophobic. And last, I have to find a good process to create the colliders. I do them manually at the moment, but if I could define them from Blender, it would be perfect. Something to think about and do some research. And this was all the progress. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below, and subscribe if this content interests you. Thank you very much and have a great week.